What's up, guys? Glenn with Hustler Hacks. I know I'm sick again. Why does this happen? I don't know. Yang makes fun of me. Merch Minds podcast. He says my immune system is weak, and yeah. But I wanted to get this video out because I know it's been a while since I've done my Merch by Amazon sales updates and different news. Today, I'm gonna talk about Etsy Printful Integration. Give you 3 tips. And if you're not in merch, then that's where you should be next. Etsy, Printful. We're going to talk about that, what it is exactly. You can sign up today. A lot of money to be made there as well. Print on demand. So yeah, we're going to talk about that. Sorry, I got to keep this this throat going, this voice. Might be a little tough, might be a little rough. All right. Merch Minds podcast we've talked about on iTunes, Libsyn, Stitcher, and our Facebook group. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later too, and also our Merch Minds seminar. So let me get into the numbers. First, on Merch by Amazon. So August, which we left off last July 2017, and then we went up at least another like $400 more or less. July to August, I went up to $3,644.76, and then went way down for September, $2,379.75, and it looks like October is somewhat going to be around that range as well, which is weird. You know what I mean? Up, well, we went down, and then up again, and then down. So it's been kind of up and down all around, but I've been getting emails from people kind of worried about merch. People like, what do you think about throttling? What do you think's going on? My sales have been garbage the last like 2 weeks, and then they went super high for a couple of days, and they went down the last 3 days. And people have been asking me these emails. I really don't know what is going on. I mean, it's part of the market. Things go up and down. Kind of the same thing with eBay, right? Like one day you could sell, $800 to $1,000 worth of products. Next day might be a little slower, selling $50, $100. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's consistent. Maybe $200, $300 every day. Things are different for everybody. But as far as throttling goes, I mean, I really don't think Amazon would do something like that. They want to sell regardless and make money. But I get it. It could be a little discouraging on certain things, but keep working at it. Keep adding more designs. Keep trying to figure out things and see what works. The money will always be there, and I wouldn't worry too much about the whole throttling thing. Going into what's going on right now, same thing. My numbers were like super low the other day, and then I sold like 20 something shirts, and then it was kind of low again, and then back up again. So 107 products sold, $531 for the week, and currently a little bit over 2,000 products. And what I noticed is I went back and I really tried to see what's going on with some of the older shirts, what's going on with my account on a lot of the older stuff. And I noticed that a lot of the designs that were doing really, really well, maybe like a year ago, I mean, they're kind of like in a super back end now. Like it's really, really hard to find these. Their ranks are like in the 1 million. So they'll never go away because they've sold at least once or twice or whatever. But I've noticed that a lot of these niches are already like oversaturated, a lot of stuff going on. So it's like a lot harder to find these older shirts. So I might update, update some of these older ones and then make them a little bit more niche specific so that it's not as bad. But yeah, a lot of these older shirts, I mean, there's nothing really much I can do there, but I guess the cool thing is they'll never go away, and some of them sold quite a bit yesterday, so that kind of helps. But in case if you got into merch early, that's probably one of the things you might be facing. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm working on something for merch, and if it goes through, it's something big. Also, in combination with something totally different with merch. So I don't know. I just if I can work something out and figure it out, I'll let you guys know. But that's it for right now and what I'm doing with my account. Before I get into the other slides though, design cuts, let me see. designcuts.com, they have a really good bundle right now. Of course, I don't get anything. I don't have any affiliate links, none of this stuff. I just want to support high quality fonts that I know that can help you. Design Cuts birthday font bundle, 4 years of our best sellers, $39. If you're looking on buying new fonts, you're kind of worried about the commercial use stuff, this is one of the ones I would definitely buy. And Futura is pretty much one of the standards, one of the greats in graphic design. If you want to pick that one up, that one alone is worth your $39. If you go down here, they show you, of course, different examples, how to use them, and Futura, so you guys can see it. If you kind of know what this kind of looks like, if you buy Nike gear, yes, they use Futura for their kind of like sayings type of t-shirts. So yeah, this font is a really good font. This one alone and Din, which is here, the second one, really good fonts. So I would definitely take a look at that if you want to get some new fonts. Add them to your arsenal. $39. I'll put this link in the description so you can go straight to it. Alright, so let me talk about, let me go back to the slides. Okay, so year to date, we kind of do this every episode. Like I said, I know I've been a little bit behind. I've been doing like Out Hustled and the live shows, and then I kind of left merch a little bit behind. And of course, we had our seminar, so I'm a little behind on things. But adding in these last 2 months, profit overall for the year, $37,778.51. Remember, I don't have any graphic designers. I don't pay anybody else. I do the designs myself. And it looks like probably year one, or the full year one and the full year two, are going to be very similar. The first year I made like 55,000 profit. This one, it's probably going to be around 50,000 range. So about the same, more or less. And since December 2015, when I joined, $96,311.90. So I'm about $3,600 away from the full $100,000 payout since I've joined Merch. Okay, so Merch Mind Seminar, we had this in Denver. It was about a week and a half ago already. I just posted the vlog on my channel now if you want to take a look at that. So Neil from Merch Informer was there, gave a great talk. Me and Yang from Merch Minds, we both gave talks. I was talking a little bit more about research and finding ideas and niches, how to find great t-shirt ideas. And then Margaret, Texas Gal Treasures, was there, and she gave a great talk as well, not using Adobe Illustrator, using other platforms to make t-shirt designs. So that was really cool. And then Travis from Merch Candy talked about, or Design Candy, sorry, talked about trademark and what's going on, of course, with Amazon, what you can kind of expect, what to stay away from, all of that. So those were really cool. I just want to thank everybody who participated. We had 40 people that show up, and then we kind of hung out afterwards and kind of stayed the next day or two and hanging out with everybody. So it was really cool meeting everybody in person, and it was just a cool weekend, cool experience in general. And a lot was learned, not only from the participants, but me too. I mean, I learned quite a bit from Neil and Margaret. Everybody was talking about, so it was really cool. And thank you everybody who went. So let's talk about Etsy and Printful. If you don't know what this is, so Etsy combined with Printful. Now Printful can create, or not really create, but they could print your design on not only t-shirts but phone cases and towels and tote bags, and sell it through Etsy. So I know Etsy doesn't have the Amazon type of crowd and the audience that comes in where you're selling products every minute, but Etsy has a huge following, a huge community too. I think that's really important when it comes to Etsy. So you can sell these products print on demand through Etsy, and they cost 20 cents per listing. I mean, which is nothing, right? I mean, if Amazon did this, it would probably be totally different, especially if you're in the 4K, 8K tier. But 20 cents per listing, you're unlimited. You don't have to worry about getting tiered up. None of that stuff. You just automatically join. You can build up your own Etsy account. And that's what I really like about it. And it's totally different from merch. And of course, there's a lot of people out there that are still waiting to get into merch. So if you've been waiting for a while, get into this right now. Start creating designs, get used to creating designs. Once you're accepted for merch, you already have that experience and selling on a print-on-demand platform, different websites, all of that. So Etsy and Printful, look into it. I'm gonna give you 3 tips, talk a little bit more about it, so you can diversify your products. So t-shirts, wall art, hats, mugs, all over t-shirts, something that Merch by Amazon can't do right now. You can only do the front, you can only do the back. In this case, you can do sleeves and all over print, totes and bags, leggings, pillows, skirts, dresses, socks, phone cases, even towels and blankets. So a lot of stuff that you can offer. And if you're a graphic designer and you love doing this stuff, trust me, get into this right now. It's only maybe like a couple of months old, and Yang has been sharing his numbers on our Merch Minds Facebook group. I always like to shout out the Treasure Gnome. Follow him on YouTube. He's been sharing his results already. I think he made like $800 already last month, so he's been doing really good with that. Yang, I think, made like $200 or $300. I think maybe like a month or 2 ago, and he's been adding more and more products on there. I don't know how many he has now, like 80 products, 60 products, I'm not too sure. I just added my first 20 products. Now, I haven't gotten a sale yet. I just did this last week. I added 20 products, and I actually forgot to add this in the tips, but I'll throw that in there. But one of the things I wanted to talk about with that is, like, I've gotten some people that I guess like or follow my items, but they haven't purchased anything yet. But at least it's somewhat getting there. And like I said, I've added 20 products. Here's Yang. If you're not part of our Merch Minds Facebook group, it's free. You can join, and he's sharing kind of his experience with Etsy and what's going on. So he has like a little bit over 1,000 visits, 14 orders the last 30 days, and there's his revenue close to like $400. So he's kind of sharing that. And like I said, I just started last week adding in some products, and I really want to scale this up as well. And it's a combination of things, right? Like merch and Etsy and eBay, and you get this just like these different funnels, different money coming in. That's what I really like about this whole thing, selling online, e-commerce, and the beauty of it, and the money that is out there, the money that you can make. Now, I guess probably maybe there gets to a certain point to maybe there's too much opportunity, which is a good problem to have. But one of the things that, like, once I see something like this, people making money, and it's print on demand, and it's Etsy, then I'm like, okay, I need to get in this. I need to learn it. I need to do it now. Which, of course, I'm doing other things, but you know, once you see a squirrel, you're like, squirrel, like, I gotta do it. And that's part of my problem, but I'm definitely gonna have to go through this. So let me give you, actually it's gonna be 4 tips because I just thought of one. Number 1, before I read any of these, the number 1 tip I would tell you right now for Etsy and Printful, try to get at least 15 products or more. According to their algorithm and things with Etsy, if you have 15 items or more, apparently you'll bring in more traffic into your store, and it's a little bit more relevant and known rather than people that just put in 1, 2, 3 products. They really want to see more products being added. So I would try to start off with getting your first 15 items. When I first started, I think the week before that, I added like 1 Halloween item, and nothing happened. No looks or views or favorites or nothing like that. And I was like, okay, cool. And then my brother had told me about adding more products, and if you get 15 or over, it helps bring in, I guess, with their algorithm. I added 20 items. Now I have some items that have favorites and views. No buys yet, but I know it'll come. So that's my first tip. Number 2, so these are out of order now because I added more tips, but number 2, build a profile, use an actual human, be a real person and get involved. So Etsy is totally different from eBay and Amazon. What they like is like real people that are using these accounts. They could put a friendly face to the profile. Don't try to add like I wouldn't add like Hustler Hacks logo with the H or anything, that this company is behind it. You want to show that you're a regular cool human being, being normal, selling t-shirts and other items, trying to make money and providing the best designs and items out there. So try to use, you can use your own profile picture. You can use maybe like a family or friend if you don't really want, I guess, your face to be shown on there, but just try to be a human, a real person. And what I mean with get involved is like go through other sellers, um, their products, take a look at their stores, start like favoriting some stores, favoriting items. And Etsy likes that when you're involved with other people, seeing what they're doing, and you'll notice that maybe a lot more people start following your store. So it kind of goes back and forth. So something I would really, really recommend for you to do. And okay, and our new number 3, use all 13 tags correctly. Now I'm still learning this because when you list something on Etsy, they give you 13 different words to bring in traffic and to help you get noticed. Yang has obviously somewhat figured this out because he's gotten more views. Treasure Gnome has definitely figured it out because he's making more money than Yang right now. He might have more products, but hey, people are looking at his items. And the tags part is a little weird. There's also some other services out there. I think is Marmalade one of them. I don't know. There's some of them out there that will help you build up the correct tags to try to get more traffic organically through Etsy. So like I said, something I'm still kind of working with. I want to try new things, see what I can do, and really try to get some more people looking at my items and eventually turn those into sales. All right, number 4. Try designs that are different from merch. So you don't exactly have to follow the same shirts that are working for Amazon. Whatever could be working for Amazon may not work for Etsy. Like I said, it's a totally different market, and Yang has noticed that, especially with like women's shirts, V-necks are doing a lot better than just standard t-shirts. So if you have a lot of maybe like mom type t-shirts, mom life or things like that, I would consider V-necks. It's something that Amazon can't do right now. Etsy can, and there is probably a bigger market out there for something like that, and you're getting away from just the standard t-shirts. So try new designs. Also, their I guess copycat situation is totally different. So Yang purposely put like, I think it was like a copyrighted logo, like something general like Batman or Superman. He just like stuck it onto a shirt and wanted to see what happened, and sure enough, they didn't let him do it. Like Printful denied his request to print it. So that's kind of cool when it comes to like trademark stuff. As far as like copycats, I'm not too sure how it works and how they're gonna try to find other copycats out there for stealing kind of like designs and all that, but they're not as strict. I mean, it could be a good thing and a bad thing, right? Like they're not as strict compared to Amazon, to where like if you do, every small little thing has to go through their process to get reviewed and could get rejected, and you don't want to get your account shut down. In this case, I think there's a little bit more flexibility to putting designs out there, not necessarily worrying about getting kicked off right away, like how it is on Amazon. So be different, try new things, try different designs and styles and V-necks and stuff different from Merch by Amazon. All right, so email me. There's different steps out there to sign up for Etsy and Printful, the integration. It's really, really easy to do. But if you have any questions about that, email me hustlerhacks1@gmail.com and hustlerhacks on Instagram. And even if it's about Merch by Amazon, still feel free, send me an email. I'll gladly answer them. And I really didn't want this to be like a full Etsy thing, but I think there's a lot of good tips out there. And if you listen to our podcast, Merch Minds, we're going to be talking more and more about Etsy and just print on demand in general, and making money from merch and Etsy, Printful, and getting all of that in there and seeing how we can help other people. And it's definitely worth a listen, and we definitely want to make that part of our every week episode and talking about that. And once I get my numbers up, I'll gladly share that with you. No sales yet, but I'm going to keep working at it, building that up, and keep you guys updated. So thanks guys again for watching. If you have any other questions too, you can leave them in the comments below. Get back to you as soon as I can. I'm going to go to bed, try to get some rest, go out and get it.